Welcome to SS2 Physical Education. This lesson explores sports media, how sport is broadcast, reported, and consumed through television, radio, print, and digital platforms, with specific attention to sports broadcasting and commentary in Nigeria. Sports media perform several essential functions in the sports ecosystem. Audience building. Broadcasting sport creates and sustains audiences, converting casual fans into regular viewers and generating the mass following that makes sport commercially valuable. Revenue generation. Television broadcast rights are the largest revenue source for elite sport globally. English Premier League TV rights are worth over £10 billion per cycle. African sports broadcasting is a growing market. Athlete fame and brand. Media coverage builds athlete profiles and makes sport stars into celebrities, creating the audience for endorsement and sponsorship deals. Agenda setting. Sports media influences which sports and athletes receive public attention and funding. Sports with strong media coverage attract more sponsorships and government support. Sports journalism. Reporters covering sport inform the public, hold sports organizations accountable, and create the sports narrative that connects athletes to fans. Social bonding. Sports broadcasting creates shared national experiences. Major Nigerian football victories are moments of national unity. Types of sports media. Television, the dominant medium for sport, both free-to-air and pay-per-view/subscription. Radio, still widely used in Nigeria where television access is limited in rural areas. Live match commentary on radio remains highly popular. Print, newspapers, sports magazines, declining but still significant in Nigeria. Digital and online, websites, YouTube, social media, growing rapidly, allowing content without the infrastructure requirements of traditional broadcasting. Nigeria has a rich sports broadcasting landscape. NTA, Nigerian Television Authority, the national broadcaster, with 36 stations across Nigeria, historically the primary broadcaster of Nigerian football and other sports. NTA retains rights to free-to-air broadcasting of Super Eagles matches and some athletics. SuperSport/MultiChoice, the dominant pay-TV sports broadcaster in Nigeria and Africa, broadcasts English Premier League, UEFA Champions League, AFCON, and other international competitions via DSTV. SuperSport also produces original African sports content. Channels Television, TVC, and private broadcasters, growing role in Nigerian sports broadcasting. Social media and digital platforms, Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok are increasingly used to share sports highlights and commentary in Nigeria, often circumventing traditional broadcast rights. Nigerian Premier League (NPL) broadcast deals. The NPL has struggled to secure competitive broadcast deals. Improved broadcast rights are seen as essential for professionalizing Nigerian football and generating club revenue. StarTimes and other digital operators have provided some coverage, but the league remains underexposed compared to European leagues. Radio sports commentary. Radio sports commentary has a long and rich tradition in Nigeria. Commentators like Ernest Okonkwo and Ruben Ebotiara programs created iconic moments in Nigerian sports media history. Sports commentary, the live description and analysis of sporting events, is both an art and a skill. Types of commentary: play-by-play, or ball-by-ball. The primary commentator describes the action as it happens in real time, essential for radio where the audience cannot see the event, and supplementary context for television. Color commentary. A former athlete or expert analyst provides tactical analysis, historical context, and technical insights alongside the play-by-play commentator. Studio analysis, pre-match, halftime, and post-match studio discussions with former athletes and journalists analyzing tactics, team selection, and performance. Skills of an effective sports commentator: deep knowledge of the sport, athletes, history, and statistics, clear, accurate, and engaging use of language, ability to describe action rapidly while remaining accurate, management of voice tone, pace, and volume to reflect the drama of the event, ability to fill effectively during quiet periods with relevant information. Multilingual ability is an asset for Nigerian commentators. English plus Yoruba, Igbo, or Hausa commentary increases audience reach. Famous Nigerian sports commentators: Babatunde Oduya, Super Eagles commentator, Ernest Okonkwo, Yomi Olalade, the Nigerian sports broadcasting tradition includes both English and vernacular, Hausa, Yoruba, commentators who have built enormous audiences through radio and television. Sports journalism in Nigeria and the growing role of digital media. Traditional sports journalism, Nigerian newspapers including Punch, The Guardian, Daily Trust, and Vanguard have established sports desks covering domestic and international sport. Sport-specific publications and broadcast programs serve dedicated sports audiences. Investigative sports journalism. At its best, sports journalism holds powerful sports organizations accountable, investigating corruption in federations, exposing doping, and giving voice to athletes whose allowances are not paid. Social media sports content in Nigeria. Nigerian sports fans are highly active on Twitter, X, Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook. Viral match moments, athlete stories, and tactical debates generate enormous engagement. Sports influencers and content creators have built large audiences on YouTube and TikTok, some rivaling traditional media outlets. Sports journalism careers. Sports journalist at a newspaper or broadcaster, sports presenter/anchor, digital content creator, sports podcast host, sports data journalist, combining statistical analysis with storytelling. Education, mass communication, journalism, or media studies degrees combined with sports knowledge and a passion for storytelling are the foundation for sports journalism careers in Nigeria. Opportunities exist at NTA, Supersport, private TV and radio stations, newspapers, and digital sports media platforms. Today we covered that sports media builds audiences, generates revenue, creates athlete fame, sets agendas, and creates shared national experiences. Types: television, dominant; radio, important in Nigeria; print, declining; and digital, growing rapidly. In Nigeria, NTA provides free-to-air coverage, MultiChoice/DSTV/Supersport provides pay TV, social media and digital platforms are growing rapidly. Sports commentary skills: deep knowledge, clear language, rapid accurate description, voice management, and the ability to feel. Nigerian commentators have built audiences on both English and vernacular channels. Sports journalism holds organizations accountable and connects athletes to fans. Careers exist in broadcast commentary, journalism, digital content creation, and sports data journalism. For your WAEC examination, describe 2 types of sports commentary and explain the skills needed by an effective sports radio commentator, with reference to the Nigerian sports broadcasting context.